Thank you. Thank you. It's birthday today. It's a blessing, right, to see another year, and also on the birthday to be able to do what I love, do what I enjoy doing. Just thankful, grateful for another year. Thankful for the guys. Fun time there at the end of practice. Guys brought it up and they were singing happy birthday to me, so that was special. So appreciate the love.
Are you a guy that celebrates birthdays, or like just pretend that doesn't happen?
Now, my birthday always falls during training camp, so I've always been working on my birthday, so not a lot of celebrating going on. Always in practice, which is a good thing.
What did you think of day 3?
Day 3 was another good day. Our guys are taking a step in the right direction each day. We talk about progressively getting better. That's what they're doing, and I'm encouraged with where we are as of today.
I feel like the defense a little ahead of the offense maybe at this point through a few days?
Yeah, typically in training camp, that's how it goes. In most training camps I've been a part of, the defense always kind of starts out ahead of the offense. Both sides installing, a lot of install going in, a lot of new things, new plays. Just typically takes the offense a little bit longer to get going, but it doesn't take them long to catch up.
You had some time on the field with Christian Harris, kind of working with some instruction. Like, what were y'all working with today?
Well, with Christian, for me and him, just continue to talk to him about, it's all about eye progression. When you're playing a linebacker position, if your eyes are in the right place, right, you're probably going to be right 99% of the time. So it's just continue to harp on those things, just to find details of what we have to do to be successful. And Christian has been tuned in to ask great questions when it comes to what should he be doing. So it's fun to coach a guy who's very inquisitive and wants to know everything about what's going on around him.
And as a linebacker, like, at what point does somebody break through that kind of instinct?
Each person is different. It takes some guys, 2-3 years to do it. Some guys are faster. So it just takes time. Each guy's different. Christian will be just fine.
When it comes to the linebackers,
Well, for all of our guys, to me, there is, we have a first team, second team, third team, just organization of practice. But I tell our guys, it doesn't matter, right, where your rep comes from. You just need to make sure you maximize the rep that you get, whether it's with the 1s, 2s, or 3s. It doesn't matter. Are you playing your technique? Are you executing exactly how you're supposed to execute? That's what matters to us as coaches.
with your linebackers, what kind of goes into the teaching process of, your D-line, they're penetrating further, not really catching, they're just penetrating. You want your linebackers to kind of fill in those gaps. What kind of goes into teaching them how to execute that within your scheme?
For our linebackers and anybody that plays off the ball behind it, my terminology for our guys is always our D-line is going to be disruptive, and it's the back seven's job to clean it up. And so with that being said, we have to have smart players, instinctive players at that second level who can play off of our D-line.
DeMeco, what does it mean to have Dameon Pierce for a year or two, and how does he look into you? Looks like he's had a good offseason.
Yeah, Dameon has been having a really great offseason. From OTAs even to now, he looks great in shape. I mean, every time he touches the ball, you see the speed, you see the physicality. I know we don't have pads on, but you can see the mindset that Dameon runs with, and I love that mindset, and that's what we're going to need. And I'm encouraged to see his progress in year 2. He's doing an excellent job, and I think I love Dameon just because his personality is great. He brings a lot of energy each and every day. Always has a smile on his face. Always excited and always enthusiastic about practice. So he has that contagious energy that I love to be around.
Can you talk about the impact that these veterans have as far as mentoring these younger players? Yesterday, Robert Woods was with Tank Dell. On today, before practice ended, Perryman was with Henry Tortora, teaching him, showing him some things about the position. How important is that to just have those veterans to have that mentorship?
It's very important to have veteran leadership and mentorship. We have a lot of young guys on our team, very young team. A lot of guys who, for me, you need an example of how it should be done. And when you have veterans who've been through the NFL, call it over 6-7 years, somewhere along the lines they've had some older player, right, pick them up and guide them along the way as well. And they're just doing what we all do. As players, you just make sure you pass on that information to the next generation. So it's great to hear those stories of Robert, working with the young receivers, Denzel, right? So I love that mix of having, young guys, but you have to balance it out and have those older guys who can show them or tell them, how rough it used to be and how easy they have it now.
What has been impressing you about Toto?
With Henry, I'm impressed just by his recall of the things. Once we give him something to correct, he does a really good job of banking that rep and not making that same mistake again. So I'm encouraged with Henry, and he's caught up to speed very well.
To follow up on Aaron's question about Dameon Pierce, so how much, raved about it, how much do you think the offense is going to flow through Dameon? Is he going to kind of be that workhorse back, or it's going to be in terms of just his utilization?
Yeah, for us to be a good offense, we have to have Dameon at his A game. And for Dameon to have his A game, our offensive line has to be on their game. So it's all a matter of guys, working in sync, working in conjunction. And I think having Dameon, it's not just about Dameon. We know his ability, his capability as a back and what he can do, but it's also having that complement, right? So having Singletary, having Boone, our other guys, it's about having that complement of guys that can carry the load.
We have time for a few more.
Coach, 3 days into camp, I noticed what has been some of your evaluation on Will Anderson Jr. How much of the impact do you think he's going to have on that defensive line?
Will, the impact that he's shown is just he is full speed every rep, right? He plays with the intensity that I love in our defensive end and what we'll need. So, it's encouraging to see his effort, his tenacity every single day. Never takes a play off, hates when we try to give him a rep off. He gets mad at the coaches. So it's that mindset that we knew Will had when we drafted him, and just excited with where he is right now.
What does the addition of George May mean? Do you expect Charlie to be activated fairly soon? What is he doing?
Yeah, with George, we added George. Just wanted to continue to add depth to our offensive line. And George is a veteran who's done it for a long time in the league, athletic guy. He's played tackle, played against him a lot in Seattle. He came in as an extra O lineman. So George has played a lot of football. So we're excited to add him to our roster. And it's going to be some time with Charlie. We'll see, where he gets to, and then over the next couple of weeks, we'll see where he is. Communication is very important for our defense to thrive. Everyone has to talk. Everyone has to be on the same page, and that's something we've gotten better at, but it needs to improve even more. Right? We want guys to be loud. Want guys to make sure that when something changes, there's a lot of calls, a lot of communication that has to happen. And if we're off at any little spot, right, we can have 9 guys doing one thing and the defense doesn't work that way. So communication is about having 11 guys in sync so we can all swarm together.
Last 2 here.
For a guy like Chris Curtis, could be going from Mike to Buffalo. What are your expectations of him, and what have you seen so far?
Kirko has been an excellent leader. Just watching his leadership, seeing the man that he is, it's been fun to work with him. He's been great working with our younger guys as well. And Kirko is a guy who he can play all 3 spots. So he's played Mike, he's played Will and Sam. So he's a guy that's smart enough to move around to multiple spots. So he adds some versatility to what we're doing.
Last one.
DeMeco, when you look at Tank right now, he's making a couple of good reps both inside and outside. Have you noticed any bit of him where he's improved in one area more than another?
Tank is continuing to just improve on the route running ability, right? He's continuing to improve on getting open, getting the proper depths, all right, the right yardage in his route. So he's continuing to improve in that way. And so he's still a ways to go, but he definitely makes some flash plays for us on offense, and we'll need that for sure.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. What's it feel like to hit the paper and to know that you're going to be here a long time?
I feel good, man. I pride myself in being a Texan. Feel like I want to be here my whole career. I love it here. The team camaraderie this year, man, just been outstanding. I just know I wanted to be a part of that, and I see something good here building. I'm here for the future.
Mentally, these 4 years, you're a right tackle, but you haven't always been there with this group. What's it been like to get to this point where they're committed to you for the future, where you should be?
It feels good. The team gave me a chance last year to solidify myself as a right tackle. I went out and did that, and they rewarded me. Like it's a saying going around, man. Everything's earned, not given, and I feel like that's the motto here. We come in, we put the hard work in. Once you do what you got to do, man, these coaches, Nick, they gonna reward you. So we go out here and play the type of football they want us to play. We do what we need to do. They're gonna take care of us.
Next phase of your career, how important is it for you to take on someone like Dameon Pierce role, being a better leader for the rest of the young guys on the roster?
Yeah, it's just being a role model, man. Go in, day out, be a pro. Show the younger guys who coming up under you, the way to get to that second contract, to be able to keep, getting better every year. So that's the thing. I want to be a role model to these young guys, take them under my wing, and just show them the ropes, just like Laramie did for me when I was coming in.
You're one of the most tenured players on this team because there are a lot of faces to this. Being part of it again for 3 more years, what kind of phase you're entering with this team, and why did you want to remain?
I'm just entering a phase where I'm homegrown. All I know is being a Texan. It's the only team I want to play for. I take pride in being here. I got guys like LT.
Hello.
Help take care of me. Show me the ropes. But man, we just want to be here, man. We like being here.
They paid that boy.
It's a good feeling, man.
Shaq's over a couple days ago that he let them know the night before. Could you just kind of take us through what that was like, sharing a moment with guys like LT, guys like Shaq, brotherhood? Just what was that like once you kind of realized that y'all were heading this direction?
Yeah, man. Those guys were some of the first guys to know, and they had been blowing me up. And when has it happened yet? Has it happened yet? And just tell you the type of guys we got in the room, man. We just I bond on the field. When we play, it's good. But the camaraderie we have off the field, we like brothers. Like we haven't known each other as long as we known other people. But I feel like I've known these guys my whole life. So just to share that special moment off the field is only gonna make us stronger on the field. So when we go out there to play, we can hold each other accountable to certain extents without it being no problems because we got that relationship off the field.
The fact that
Yeah.
the organization did invest in you and Laramie and obviously Shaq and families that they made over the course of the offseason, what does it just kind of say to you about how they're investing in the team and trying to build through the offseason? And also y'all's responsibility as well.
Starts with got to have a foundation. I feel like the O-line and D-line, it starts the team. We the foundation. We went to draft CJ. He was a great quarterback. And for him to take care of the offensive line that he did this offseason, it's a big standard for us. We got to go out there and, do what we've been paid to do is protect him, get him make him the most comfortable quarterback in the NFL this year, so he can go out there and just win us some games.
Tytus, what does it mean to you personally to have the organization invest in you like that? There was a lot of naysayers when you first got drafted that you believe that a player coming from an HBCU was worth the first round pick, but you just proved it wrong.
Yes, sir. It's been a long journey, man. All I wanted was a chance when I got here. They gave it to me, man. The Texans gave me a chance, and I just ran with it. So as a person, a personal feeling, I'm just grateful, man, because everybody in my position to get a chance to, show themselves like I did. And so for me to be able to go out and take advantage of it, just inspiration to all the younger guys who come behind me from HBCUs to go out there and know that they can achieve everything they need to do. All they got to do is put their head down and work for real.
How do you view Dameon Pierce in terms of the backs around the league, and what's it like blocking for him, and how do you view his running style?
Oh, man, we love Dameon, man. He's the most energy guy on the team. We love blocking for him. We know that all we got to do is get our hats on guys, and he's going to handle the rest. He's explosive. He's fast. He's strong. He's one of those backs that can do it all. So we're hoping to get him to be one of the best running backs in the league this year, and we know he can do that.
Let's do a couple more. What have you noticed about Bobby Slowick as an offensive coordinator? How's he approach the job, teaching my offense?
I can just say this in 2 words. He's calm and he's smart. Everything he do is very critique. So when we out there, it's the little things that he pick up on that we don't pick up on that's going to make us a better team. And I think the attention to detail that he has brought in from San Fran is going to help us a lot.
Tytus, how do you feel going into this season when you look back on the other years? Because even though you're going into year 5, every single year it's been a different version of this franchise.
I feel like we got something to prove. Like there's a lot of buzz going on around us right now. We had 2 first-round picks. I think that people, think they can count us out, but I think that shouldn't. I think it's a lot of talent on this team. It was a lot of talent on this team last year. We fought close in a lot of games we should have won last year. And I think that we're going to get over that hump this year. We got the right coaching. We got the right people, the players around us. And I think that people should, just stay tuned.
Tytus, when you look at the young offensive linemen, Shaq said that it was important for them to be a sponge. Have you noticed them come up to you and ask plenty of questions, give guys like opinion going into the year?
All the time, man. These guys want to learn. They come out here early before practice, watching me and LT taking sets. They ask questions all practice. After every rep, they get out. They come back, ask questions, ask what we see. These guys want to learn, man. Those are the type of young guys that you want on a team that look up to you, want to learn from you, and just want to get better. Because if you're helping them get better, it's only going to make all of us better as a group.
Tytus, a lot of people don't know your story, but where you came from. Your mom had to talk to the coach to get you to walk on at Alabama State, and she talked about making the Kool-Aid pies and things like that. And how small you were. What does it mean to you to be able to financially take care of your family for the rest of the time? You're generational wealth.
It means a lot, man. I got to college. I was 220 pounds. Was quarterback, moved to tight end. Moved from tight end to offensive line. Played offensive line for 2.5 years. Kind of was the same thing when I got to the NFL. I was moving around a lot. So I have been doing this my whole career. I just always learned to adjust. So, to have my family back me up, back and stay with me through every, time I went through in college and to the NFL, to be here today, to sign a contract, be able to take care of my family, create generational wealth, it means everything to me, man, because, where I come from, everybody don't have a lot. So to be able to be that one to start it off, it feels good.
Let's do one more. You have to get better and better each and every year you enter the league. Do you feel this is your league? This is your year to finally get that Pro Bowl now?
Yes, sir. I need it. I've been paid. Now I got to go in and get Pro Bowl, All Pro, because if I'm getting that, I'm only making the team better, man. That's what it's all about.
Thanks, Tytus.
Sir.
Thanks, Tytus.
Appreciate y'all.
Bringing the full team back together after the summer break, it's exciting to kind of get back and do what you love doing. We're back here to put in the work and try to build the best team we can moving into the season. We have competitions at all 22 positions, offense, defense, and even going forward with special teams as well. Every single day you're coming in, putting your best foot forward, and being the best player you can be, making yourself better, and then making everybody in your room better. I wouldn't say it's a challenge. Obviously, I think if you count college, this is my 4th offense in 4 years. But it's exciting. You get to learn so much more about football, learning new schemes, seeing what other teams around the league do to be successful. And now that I kind of have all those different backgrounds, it's easy to kind of pick and pull coaching points from different schemes and kind of apply it to what we're teaching here, and using my own traits to try to excel in this offense. And it's been exciting.
Yeah, quarterback Dave, CJ is calling kind of burst into his offense.
He's a great dude, funny, super confident. Kind of similar to how I would see myself. I wouldn't say he's the loudest guy in all situations, but everyone respects him when he steps up and comes out and says something, because obviously he's had success in the past, and guys trust what he's telling them because he's usually right. So, it's been great getting to know him, and I'm excited to see what he can do out here on the field.
Dave, outside of DeMeco Ryans, you have a whole new wide receiver group. How important has it been to work on that chemistry to get some of those passes over the point?
It's been great. Obviously, as much time as we can get together, as many reps as possible, so we can continue building that chemistry. We still have a lot of training camp to go, a lot of preseason games before we get to that week 1 versus Baltimore. But we just got to keep building reps. It takes time to get on the same page with all your guys. But the good thing, we do have time. So it's exciting to see how we're going to keep building.
Davis, yesterday, Dalton Schultz talked about the offense. He said he felt like it was pretty QB friendly, but there's a lot to it. He sort of praised the way Slowick breaks everything down in a pretty methodical way. What's kind of been that experience like with Bobby learning the offense and how he teaches it compared to maybe some of the other guys he had in the past?
It's exciting. I mean, I like what we're doing here. I've been in different offenses in the past where everything is entirely QB driven. For instance, my rookie year, I was responsible for coming up to the line, making every single mic point, run and pass game, any adjustments, any audibles. And this year we're trying to kind of take as much of that mental space off the quarterback at the line so we can just go up there and play fast. Obviously, get us out of terrible situations, but really using that post-snap time to just react and play ball.
Schultz is pretty complimentary of Slowick's why and how of the plays, not just here's the play, run the play, but why the play, this what we're looking for in this play. You kind of notice that with some of the install?
Definitely. I mean, and it makes you understand it better when you're actually going out there and running it, if you know the reason why you're going out there and doing it. And kind of plays will tie together, so you'll run one play to set up another. And, I mean, it's going to be really fun once we start getting into in-season game planning and we can set plays up on the call sheet and have some big plays out there.
Sort of just touched on it a moment ago, but with this scheme, what do you like as a quarterback the most about what this offensive line can be and what they do in this system?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for our offensive line is just firing off the football and trying to play on their side of the line of scrimmage, displacing those defensive linemen and climbing up to the backers. And I mean, we have some freaks out there on the line, and it's going to be super exciting seeing them open up holes and letting the running backs eat.
How do you feel quarterback competition?
Oh, extremely happy for Tytus, Shaq, and LT, all getting paid this offseason. It's big for them.
How do you feel the quarterback competition has gone so far in the first couple of days of camp?
It's been good. I mean, I don't think if you're going out there thinking you're in a competition every single day, I mean, that's going to cloud some of your headspace. So, I mean, my biggest focus is just going out there and doing the best I can do to show the coaches what I can do and go out there and perform.
Davis, Robert Woods yesterday mentioned the route running by this receiver core. Talked to them. What have you seen from them and, among the young receivers who stood out to you?
They've been great. I mean, obviously, we have some new routes put in that maybe some of these guys haven't run in other schemes. Guys like Robert Woods has been in this scheme before, so he has good feel and veteran leadership in that room to help out some of the young guys. And I mean, there's a lot of young guys who are stepping up and making plays. And I mean, it'd be bad for me to narrow out just one of them and say they're doing well. But I mean, I think the whole rookie class has really stepped up and learned this playbook fast and has gone out there and been able to kind of get thrown in the fire. And you don't even notice that they're rookies when they're in there playing, which is a good thing. He's a great dude. Very intellectual. You can tell that he's been around a lot of football. I know what's nice in his past, I don't think he's always been on the offensive side of the ball. So just being able to talk overall football with him, and he understands what really everybody on the field is supposed to be doing in any given play. So when we're lining up against that on offense, he kind of knows how to pick apart the defense, and it's going to be fun hearing a lot of his play calls and how he's doing it throughout the season.
So to have that background of knowing what to expect on the defensive side, what advantages that gives you?
I think a lot of it is kind of understanding what the defensive coach is thinking in any given situation in the game. If you're on that side of the ball, you kind of understand, hey, what's my tendency on third and short? What's my tendency once we get in 2 minutes, we just crossed the 50-yard line? He's going to be able to anticipate that because he's been on that side of the ball and kind of put us in the most advantageous situations to go out there and perform.
What's it been like for you and the other quarterbacks working with Rod Johnson? How much do you think his personal experience helps as a coach?
It's been great. It's always, I think, personally easiest for a quarterback to speak to another quarterback. He's been in our shoes before, so it's fun in the meeting rooms. Just going out there and watching film, and you'll have coaches sometimes who will, hey, you should have done this, you should have done this, but he's been in our shoes before, and he knows sometimes that's not always possible because he's been in our shoes before, and he knows you're not going to make the right decision every play, but we know that's what we're working towards, and it's been fun learning the offense with him and seeing how we all move forward together.
You highlighted the rookie class. What can you say about Xavier Hutchinson? That's been obviously stepping out and shining out in practice.
Yeah, Hutch has been great. Running routes very crisp, and then I think the biggest thing for him is just going up and winning, being really strong with his hands, going out and attacking the ball. He's one of those guys who's going to work himself to get opportunities, and I mean, you can trust him to go up and win those 50-50 balls.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Hey man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Roll it. Come on, man. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? Y'all good?
Dameon, how's camp going for you? We hear some positive reviews of what you're doing from DeMeco and others, but how do you think?
One more again. I didn't hear you, man.
How do you think camp has been going? DeMeco's been very high on you and your teammates, but how do you think it is?
I think camp going good. You know, every day we're getting better. You know, it's camp. You know, so this time to make mistakes and fix them. And I think we're doing just that. You know, as long as we making progress in the right direction, I'm cool with it. And that's what everybody in the locker room feel like. You know, we got a lot of work to do, but everything we put on film has look pretty good so far.
How about your fit in this offense?
I love my fitness offense, baby, like a jigsaw puzzle.
What's the most comfortable to you?
The most comfortable, the running. What you mean? I love running. We running that ball, baby. I like that.
What's your offseason been like? It looked like you lost a couple pounds.
Man, yeah, I've been trying to get that baby fat up off me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just been running, eating more lean. That's what it was. It was really my diet. You know, just leaning out, just getting that body fat percentage down. You know, our nutrition. You know, he happy about that. You know, like you said, man, I'm trying to get through some holes this year, man. I'm trying to get through that.
I mean, you were in that hot gym with Justin Allen. What was that like? You worked this summer. Did it help you with some weight?
Oh yeah, like you said, we're hot gym, man. We ain't no AC in there. We just got fans blowing, man. So definitely getting some extra body fat off in there. You know, Jalen, that's my guy. We locked in. So we find two of my workouts for me. Like some days we lower, some days we higher, depending on what I did earlier that day on the track or whatnot. But like I said, like you said, man, it's hot in there. We burn some fat, man.
How much of the offense do you think is going to run through you this season?
Like Flo said, you know, we're a run first offense. So I say probably half or a little under half, because, you know, set up the play action, you know, set up the run, you know, finish in the fourth quarter with the run. That's how every team want to finish. You know, you want to finish the ball game running. You know, you finish the ball game running, you probably up, you probably win, you try to burn the clock, you know what I'm saying? So I say that.
Dameon, what do you think about Tytus Howard the other day?
I call him, Shaq, LT, and KG the big bad boys. You know, they got that bag up front, baby.
Hey, Dameon, with that being said, there's a lot of narrative about running backs and their usage in the NFL. How do you feel about that, and especially when it's going to be your time to get paid?
I feel like when it's my time, you know, I feel like a lot of that is dependent on the guy. You know, a lot of guys try to base that off what they do on the field. You know, it's more to that when it comes to an owner looking at this guy, like, how did this guy impact our organization? How does this guy impact our locker room? You know, the play on the field is obvious, you know, but like I said, you know, I just try to focus on being the best me. I come in every day, try to uplift everybody. And, you know, in the future, you know, my contract going to reflect what I've done for this team and what I mean in this team.
Do you feel like the running back position across the NFL has been devalued?
I don't want to say devalued, but, you know, once you set a market for something, everybody going to follow. Like kind of like what happened when I came in. When I got my rookie contract, you know, my fourth round rookie contract, everybody trying to, hey man, he got this rookie contract, everybody trying to bump it up. So, you know, that just is NFL, you know, it's the business side. So they gonna try to make it their own, you know, they got their own opinions, they got their guys working on that or whatever.
Dameon, do you think that because the franchise tag, not enough running backs being on the market, that kind of dictates what the open market is?
I ain't gonna lie, bro, I do not have enough knowledge on that to answer your question. But to answer your question, I don't know.
Dameon, last year you were, at one point you were top 5 in running backs in the NFL. Then you suffered an injury. A fully healthy year looks like what for Dameon Pierce?
I don't know. Let's say it looked a lot better than last year. You know, let's say it looked a lot better than last year. But to answer your question, bro, definitely cap 1,000 yards. Definitely, I say we say that because I was at, what, 960 something? 939. So yeah, 60 yards, 6, 7 yards away from 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely see that. That's a goal I have for myself. That's what I expect from me. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely want to cap 1,000. You know, Slow expects that. Everybody around me expects that, and I'm gonna try everything in my power to get that.
What about the receptions?
Come on, man. You telling too much, man. You telling too much, man. You telling too much, man. Honestly, bro, from last year, Coach DB has a lot to do with this. Just learning how to be, you know, a pro off the field. Because, like, on the field is the easy part. You know, we've been playing football our whole life, but, you know, getting a routine, getting in the building early, getting that film, you know, retaining the information that's given, you know, just small stuff like that makes me a better player on the field. Because, you know, the less I think, the faster I play. And with the way I've been playing, you know, if you add more speed to that, you know, the possibilities are endless, you know, and my ceiling is as high as ever. You know what I'm saying? So just working on just from last year to this year, what I learned is just it's the little things that show the big results. So I just been working on a lot of little things.
Dameon, how do you view the AFC South right now and the Texans' chances of possibly winning the division?
Let me think. Who in the AFC South? Who we play twice a year? We got. No, it's wide open. We got a lot of everybody is kind of in the same phase. You know, rebuilding, new quarterbacks. You know, a lot of teams are really like what we got. We got Trevor. We got Anthony. We got us. We got Derrick Henry in this league. So obviously we the. I feel like we the conference that got the most running. You know what I'm saying? We pride ourselves on running the ball. So, like I said, bro, when we get this offense rolling, we get all these kinks out, you know, the ceiling is up here with Coach Slow, because Coach Slow always trying to, you know, create the explosive plays, create the explosive runs. So, as long as we stay true to ourselves and play clean football and don't kick ourselves in the foot, I feel like we can definitely finish at the top. Man, Dev just slow the game down, P. Just slow the game, like, because the way Dev look at the game, bro, he look at it so just black and white, bro. Like, don't try to worry about anything else. Just worry about what you got on that play, worry about your assignment, and control what you can control. You know, sometimes, you know, we're in the NFL. Sometimes D-linemen going to make a play, you know. We go against the Aaron Donalds in the league. Aaron Donald going to get to the quarterback sometimes. Aaron Donald going to come in the backfield sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, with knowing that, you know, okay, every play in a home run, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and it's stuff I heard before, but to hear it from a guy, you know, who's in my room, who's been in this league, and who has been successful in this league, you know, it really helps me, and with him reiterating that, and he's always just been a source for me, kind of like Rex was last year. You know, Rex being that vet in the room, you know, being that guy who always, you know, does things right on film, does things right off the field, somebody I can emulate myself after, for sure. And, you know, he's just been a very great role model and a resource for me so far.
With Slow, like Schultz was talking about how much there is in the playbook. Have you noticed that yourself? How does he explain how the running back works?
Bro, he wasn't lying about that, bro. The playbook looked like a Bible, man. But just like the Bible broke up, you know, we got Proverbs. This is what we doing in Proverbs. This is what we doing in Mark. This is Exodus. You know what I'm saying? So it's broke up, and he got it very well organized. So, and a lot of stuff run together. So it really the only thing that make a play different is probably like one route or the depth on this route. You know what I'm saying? So he got to have new terminology for it. But once you get everything bunched together, once we had enough repetition, you know, things kind of and recall come into play, you be like, okay, this kind of like that play. Okay, I remember this from last week. We did this. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just small tweaks, but he gonna make a whole new play for sure. So, but the playbook is wide open, and we have a lot of possibilities, and he has an answer for everything. That's what I like about So. He has an answer for everything that the defense could throw at us, and that makes me feel more prepared as a player, you know, having a coach who's that thorough in this playbook.
Speaking of the defense, what have you seen so far? I know it's only been 3 days, but what have you seen from Jalen Petrie and Derek Steen?
Oh, I love Steen. My boy Healthy. See, that was a healthy Steen. We all knew Steen was that type of player. You know, he was battling through a hamstring last year. You know, rookie year, getting his feet wet. But I mean, I played Steen 4 years in SEC. You know, he was at LSU. I was at Florida, so I seen Steen over the years. I know what type of player he is. And it's no surprise to me that he's making the strides and making the jump from year 1 to year 2 like he is. Petrie, deliberate guy. Petrie off the field really translate to the field. That's the kind of guy I emulate myself at too. Petrie in the building early. Film room late, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those type of guys. He's very thorough on what he do, and he's always doing the right thing and always in the right spots. So seeing those guys, like coming in with those guys, like those guys being part of my rookie class, you know, shout out to 22 class, you know what I'm saying? You know, we making strides. And then to throw another rookie out there, seeing KG come along, you know, he been battling injuries all offseason. He had got hurt on the back end of last season. Seeing him come back, get back in the flow, you know, it just put a smile on my face, man. Seeing those guys, you know, take those strides and helping us get better, you know what I'm saying? Everybody getting better as a whole.
Last one, guys. To circle back to what we discussed a little bit earlier about the running back market, is that something that you ever think about or worry about, or it's just it is what it is?
Like I said, bro, I control what I control, bro. Who knows? When it's time for my second contract, the running back market might be the highest it ever been. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like houses in 2008. It's time to buy a running back. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I can't deal with him, bro. Bro, it might be time to buy a running back. You know what I'm saying? When it's my time to come. So, you know, all I can do is just play ball and make my value as high as I can with my play on the field and what I do around the stadium and what I do in the building. You know.
Thanks, Team. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all.